What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 11, episode 18. So the ladies are taking a trip down to Belmar. Once again, shout out Kathy Hilton for getting that shameless plug in. And once again, we are seeing some Hilton industry product placement, okay? Because I am fairly certain that the Hilton company owns Belmar, okay? Because we saw all up and through there. But Kathy is hosting the trip, and so we see the ladies getting themselves together. We see Kyle packing. She calls Crystal. Once again, they're talking about the Erica Sutton situation, how awkward it's going to be, that they're going to be together all weekend, and what are we going to do about it? And girl, Crystal once again was like, she was like, well, did you notice at last night at Dorit's event, they didn't speak to each other? Crystal was like, yeah, everybody noticed. But, Crystal is unbothered by all of it, okay? Then we see Kathy calling Dorit to, just tell her that your event last night was really nice. But listen, what was all that situation going on with you and Garcelle? And so Dorit, once again, it starts talking about Garcelle and how she wants Garcelle to just respect her. And if we're friends, to come right out and tell her that they're friends. And if there's a problem, be honest. And she doesn't like feeling like somebody's going behind her back. And she goes off on this whole tangent. Girl, Kathy is paying her no mind. Kathy is putting on her makeup. Kathy is going through her makeup bag. Kathy is doing that. Oh, for real? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then she finally hit the re-whip. Well, girl, I gotta go. I gotta get, finish getting packed up. I said, yeah. Dorit, nobody's paying you no attention. Like, you really think that you be doing it, and nobody's paying you attention. You are being tolerated at this point, okay? So everybody's meeting at Kyle's house and they're going to caravan down. I'm not sure why they didn't get like a party bus or something like that. Maybe everybody wanted to keep their own vehicle because they wanted to be able to leave when they felt like it. I don't know. But they were supposed to all meet at Kyle's house and then caravan out. Baby Sutton show up with a bandage on her foot. She said that she sprained her ankle really bad. She's been having foot problems and it's flaring up. And so she got on some Birkenstocks and an ace bandage. Erica shows up with her dog in the car. She was like, listen, y'all, I got my dog in the car. So I'm just gonna meet y'all down there. Ain't nobody got time to be waiting. Cause we see this stuff is edited down. They were probably waiting on everybody else to show up for hours, right? She was like, girl, we gonna go ahead and get down there. And Crystal was like, I see you, Erica. I see you. You bought your dog. So you would have an excuse. So you don't have to deal with nobody you don't want to deal with. I see you. Kathy shows up and her Range Rover, honey. Nice Range Rover too. And she said she ain't used to driving, which I was shocked that she drove herself. I'm surprised she didn't jump in Kyle's car. There must have been a reason why all of them took their own vehicle. I don't believe it was because of COVID, because they've been riding together before. Like, then again, now that I think about it, have they been carpooling the whole time? Maybe they have been. Maybe it was COVID, because of COVID. I don't know. But anyway, Kathy realizes that she don't have her bag that has her phone in it. And Kyle is like, well, where is it? She said, I don't know. It's not in the car. The lady didn't put it in the car. No, she said they didn't put it in the car. She was like, well, who is they? She said they didn't put it in the car. So Kyle once again reminds us about how her mother babied Kathy her whole life, and now she said my mother babied Kathy until she signed that duty over to her husband. I think his name is Richard. Is it Richard Hilton? Anyway, and so basically at this point, Kathy is just pretty much useless and people aren't doing it for her. I think Kathy be playing games with y'all. Kathy ain't as helpless as she pretend to be. I don't believe. I mean, I believe she's like the nutty professor kind of thing. Like, I believe because we found out she actually left the bag at the house with her phone and everything else in it because the people didn't remember to put it in the car. So Kyle had to call the house. She said, well, you got to talk to the lady. Kyle was like, who? Like, who? When I call the house, who would I need to speak to? She was like, the lady. Kyle was like, the lady who? She was like, the lady. I said, see, now, Kathy, probably for the first time, you have made me angry. Now, you're going to make me angry later on in this episode, too. But for the first time, you made me very angry. Not that seriously angry. But I just find that a little disrespectful that you don't know the name of the people that work at your house. Like, I'm sorry. I'm pretty certain it's the same people. You probably have a very loyal staff. And the fact that the best that you could come up with was the lady. Now, maybe you didn't want to say her name on TV. I don't know. But the fact that the best thing you could come up with was the lady. But anyway, they got the lady to meet them at a spot so she could get her damn bag and they could head on down, child. So they get down to the hotel. Of course, Erica gets there first because Erica was like, I'm out, peace. Garcelle is coming later on because she's working. So Erica was first, and then I think Lisa got there next, and then Sutton, and so forth and so on. The property is gorgeous. Of course, they had to give us every angle view. That's why I said this is some product placement by them Hiltons, and I'm not even mad about it. All of them have suites, very nice, suites. And Erica did take her dog, but rich people can do shit like that, child. So she got that whole dog, okay? Because Erica doesn't have like a little toy poodle dog. Like Erica got a dog. And I feel like at this point, it probably is like her emotional support. Like, I feel like that's kind of what's going on with that now. Sorry about that, y'all. So then, so all the ladies get there and we see that Kyle and Kathy are staying in the presidential suite, honey. Which, of course, is absolutely to die for. And that's one of the things that Kyle said. She said, the one thing I know about my sister is that when we travel, we're going to stay at the best hotels and we're going to stay in the best room at the hotel. I said, I know that's right. And she said, she's absolutely appreciative of how far they've come. How, they went from not even spending holidays together to now doing girl trips. And, she's absolutely enjoying it. Sutton's leg has gotten worse. Her ankle has gotten worse. So she ends up going to the emergency room to get it checked out. And while she's doing that, the ladies actually went out to the beach to have, lunch out on the beach. And while they're down there, of course, they have to bring up the whole Erica Sutton situation because Sutton called while they were there. And before Kyle picked up the phone, she said, sorry, Erica. And I'm like, what are you apologizing to Erica for? Because Sutton called. First of all of y'all are there together. Y'all know the woman went to the damn emergency room. Like, girl, if y'all don't sit down and stop acting so damn fragile around Erica's ass. So she finds out that, Sutton's back at the room, but she's got to stay off her ankle. She's on crutches, yada, yada, yada. Of course, she's not coming down to the sand, right? So Erica was like, listen, let me say this to y'all. Like, I feel like I've been clear. Stop trying to feel like y'all have to, like, walk on eggshells around the whole me and Sutton situation. Like, we ain't friends. We not cool. We not going to be cool. I'm not interested in trying to be cool. Don't try to make it a thing. Don't try to make it a moment. She called me a liar, and that's it. That's all. She was like, I have too much going on. I have too many things coming at me to be worried about the people that are supposed to have my back, supposed to be, there for me, questioning me. And so Dorit was like, well, did she actually call you a liar? And of course, y'all know Bravo. Flashback. Yeah, she did. She questioned the whole car story and said that, well, Erica did lie about X, Y, and Z. So here go Dorit. Now, Dorit is trying to ask certain questions because once again, Dorit don't want to look like she questioning Erica, but she really is questioning Erica. And even in her confessional, she was like, I do believe Erica. I just think there are parts of her story that's missing. But y'all had Sutton in there looking crazy like she was by herself. Okay. I mean, with friends like that. So, Erica was like, listen, she feels like I threatened her and I don't care. I'm not going to apologize. And if I threaten her, she needs to be threatened. Like, she needs to really understand. Like, I'm not playing with Miss Sutton. So, there's that. Erica said that's that on that. So, we get back to the hotel. Garcelle is there now. She's getting all checked in and everything. She meets up with Sutton. And, of course, she sees Sutton's foot. Sutton's in a wheelchair now, honey. And they're getting ready to go to dinner. Kathy then took a nap. Kathy is running late. They are waiting on Kathy and Kyle. They are late as hell for this damn dinner. But what you gonna do? Kathy is the host and the owner of the damn hotel. What you gonna do about her being late to dinner? Now, before dinner, Garcelle and Sutton had a conversation about the door being closed with Erica. And they were like, listen, that door is closed. Erica said the door is closed. And Sutton was like, well, I'm wondering, should I knock on it? Garcelle was like, girl, no. Stay the hell up. What? Thank you. She was like, stay the hell away from that door. Stay the hell away from all of it. Girl, no. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. So anyway, they finally get to dinner, child, after Kathy and Kyle show up. They get to dinner. And here we go again. Listen, two conversations I'm sick of at this point. I'm sick of the Sutton Erica conversation, and I'm damn sure sick of the Garcelle Dorit conversation. So we're at dinner, and of course we have to address the elephant in the room, which is Erica and Sutton. Sutton once again tries to plead her case about the fact that, you know, all she was doing was, you know, she had gotten some advice from the lawyer and she was just questioning some things, you know, and why she made out to be the bad guy when she was just expressing a concern that everybody else should feel the same way. Like, the concern I'm expressing is the same concern all the rest of y'all should have. I'm not understanding why I'm the bad guy. I'm not understanding why everybody is coming for me. And, you know, again, it's just, well, we're gonna, let Erica, you know, she's so fragile and can't handle it, whatever. So then here go Dorit. Somehow Dorit has found a way to make shit about her. So now we're back at Dorit and Garcelle. And all of them are kind of, well, no, Garcelle tried to defend Sutton is what happened. She was defending Sutton, and Dorit took that as an opportunity to make the shit about her. Now it's about her and Garcelle again. And, you know, we just want you to own it. You know, just, you know, if you have a problem with me, just be honest and just come at me, you know. And then here come Lisa Rinna, bitch ass. Listen, Lisa Rinna pissed me off so bad in this damn scene because she did the same thing to Garcelle in this scene that she did to Denise last year. And Garcelle, I love you, girl. I do. But you pissed me off in this scene too because you gave them hoes what they wanted. You didn't have to cry. You didn't have to be vulnerable. You didn't have to be any of those things for them hoes, okay? You told them how you felt. You explained ad nauseum how you felt. And either they gonna get it or they not. For them to sit there and say once you started crying and once they broke your ass down to a point where you had to cry, now it was like, oh my gosh, she's so vulnerable. Now we get it. We love her for that now. Now everybody got hugs and kisses for you. See, that's the bullshit that I don't like. So now I have to be a vulnerable, crying ass, you know, wimpy person for y'all to really understand where I'm coming from and respect my point of view. Fuck all of y'all. I'm pissed. It made me mad. This damn camera's making me mad too. And I'm not understanding why that was so important for them. So Garcelle finally was like, you know, at the end of the day, she's because they were like, well, you said that we're coming for you, and that wasn't a very nice thing to say, Garcelle. That was a very mean thing to say. And you can be, and then at least to talk about someone, you can be kind of shady. Garcelle was like, girl, we all shady. Don't make this about me. Don't put it on me. Don't make it seem like I'm a bad guy in this. We all shady. Okay? So they're going to say, Garcelle was like, she said, sometimes I feel like I'm not accepted in this group. And Lisa was like, well, Kyle, one of them said, well, Lisa, well, do you like everybody in this group? She was like, yeah. She was like, some more than others. Listen, that's facts. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Some more than others. And Lisa was like, okay, well, then you have to let us know, and you have to open up, and you have to let your guard down, you know. And she said, do y'all understand? She said, I am the only black woman in this group. She said, and it's not about race, but it is about the fact that I am different. She said, have y'all ever been in a situation where you walk in a room and you are different from everybody else? That damn Kathy Hilton gonna say yes. Now, Kathy, you know I've been rocking with you, girl. You know I like you, Kathy. You know I've been laughing and joking with you. You know I think I find you hilarious, girl. But let me tell you what you don't get to do. You don't get to equate whatever quirky shit you got going on, whatever nutty professor shit you got on, whatever high school awkward kid shit you dealt with, to what Garcelle is talking about. You knew exactly what Garcelle was talking about, and you knew what she meant. And you don't get to equate your experience to that. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. Y'all can be mad at me about it, whatever. But you don't get to say, girl, I understand. And Garcelle just gave her that look, and Garcelle was like, okay, every time you walk in a room, you're different. Now all of a sudden, oh, Garcelle, we understand. We're so sorry. That's what we needed from you. That's what we needed from you. Oh, that whole scene, let me tell y'all something. That scene pissed me off so bad. Oh, it made me so angry. The fact that y'all felt like y'all had to tear that woman down in order for y'all to validate her feelings. Oh, that pissed me off. Moving on. I'm done with that dinner. I'm done. I don't have nothing else for it. So the next day, they're doing a sound bath. Listen, the shit rich people do. They laid down while these people just made noises. Now, it's supposed to be a relaxation, situation. It's kind of like listening to white noise, I guess, when because I've done that. Sometimes when I can't sleep, I'll put on some white noise, waves crashing and all that kind of stuff. So I get it from that point of view. But girl, like, I feel like, girl, Kathy ass fell asleep. Now, Erica didn't come. And they found out that Tom had that was when Tom had his competency hearing, and the court gave his brother permission. Why does this thing keep moving, y'all? And the brother gave his permission. I mean, they gave the brother permission to be his conservator, and they want to put him in a hospital. So Erica is in her room because she was like, y'all go ahead and start without me because, she got the news and she was processing or whatever. So Kyle and Lisa go check on her. And she answers the door, and this badass MCM pajama set. Listen, Erica, is that MCM pajama set at the consignment shop? Is it there with the rest of that stuff you claim you're not selling, but you are selling? Girl, how much you want it for? It was cute. Not that I could ever wear anything that Erica Jane get her little ass into, but it was cute. I probably couldn't even do the robe, but it was a cute set. So she ends up telling them, I knew that was getting ready to happen. I ain't editing it out either. Oh well, we here, we back. So she's telling them about the whole thing and how it makes her feel, because at the end of the day, she was still married to Tom for 20-something years, and she loves Tom, and she saw what happened when they had to put her grandmother in a mental, not a mental, but in a, assisted living situation because of her dementia, and how, they medicate them and how it wasn't good. But did y'all notice how she had to throw in there that Tom paid for it when her grandmother went to, live in her assisted living program? And I'm thinking, Erica, I'm going to need you to stop bragging about what Tom spent money on, because what we all know now is the money was stolen from the victims. And you are really sitting here trying to make us feel bad for this man, which, listen, I don't wish bad on nobody, but let me tell you what I don't have is a whole lot of sympathy, because there were a whole lot of people that y'all was living a good life, flying in private jets, and these people needed medical attention, they needed surgeries, they needed money to pay their rent, and y'all was just chilling with it, okay? So here's what I don't have for Tom Girardi. I don't have a whole lot of sympathy, okay, for him or for you at this point, okay? And so, of course, they're doing that whole, oh, my goodness, girl. Oh, yes, girl. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm like, okay. I mean, that's what we're going to do, Anyway, that was pretty much the episode. Next week, we're still at Del Mar. I guess we're going to be there for the next episode or two. And then that's probably going to be the finale. Oh, I thought it was Great Fall again. And then it's going to probably be the finale after that, I guess. Because, we know they done filmed the reunion. And we on episode 18. This is the longest season that we have gotten since, for any of these shows, since the Rona. I mean, the Housewives. So, we'll see what ends up happening, honey. But that's it. That's all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Talk to y'all later. Peace.